All right, welcome to the August edition of Novato Cars and Coffee. Cars and Coffee and Carl, with me being Carl. So it's August the 3rd, 2025, and we're in Novato, California. I'm going to walk around. There are a lot of people here today. This is very, very busy. Perfect season, perfect weather. So there's a lot of cars here, but I'm going to pick a few and do a little video on them. And appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. All right, first car that I see here that's I find very interesting is this Cadillac. Beautiful old Cadillac. I'm guessing it's a 1939 based on the license plate, but it's in survivor condition. It hasn't been restored. It's in really pretty good condition. It's a limousine style vehicle. I think you can kind of see inside there, and up in front in the cockpit. So yeah, it's a really, really nicely maintained V12 Cadillac. And next to that is another Cadillac. This is a V16, and I don't know the year of this one. It's got a luggage rack on the back. You can see how shallow that trunk was. And this also is a limousine style vehicle. Has a very big back seat area and jump seats that are, I think, visible in there. And here's where the chauffeur was. Beautiful vehicle. I love these that are survivor, that they haven't been restored. The restored ones are very nice too, but it's nice to see a vehicle like this that has been maintained. And look at that. Looks like two single barrel carburetors. And there's the emblem, the V16 Cadillac LaSalle Club, 2002 to 1942. So that's a V16 Cadillac. And there's the V12 and the V16 next to it. Two beautiful old Cadillac limousines. Okay, here is another vehicle. I might have had this in a previous video that I had done, but I still like it. It's a really, really well done Woody. We got the surfboard on the top. We got all of the stickers on the windows, and the wood on it is just gorgeous. Look at the inside of that. Wow. That is really something. Very, very, very beautifully restored. And a classic 31 Ford coupe with a Chevy engine in it. Classic hot rod from the 1950s and early 60s. Look at that. Pinstriping, open wheels. That's really, really classic. What a nice car. All right, and this is a Pontiac GTO. And it says 389, which would be the famous 389 engine, 3 two-barrel carburetors on this. And this is an early GTO. I don't know exactly what year it is, but it's definitely an early version. And right there it says Pontiac GTO, 6.5 liter. Well, it doesn't exactly say Pontiac, but the GTO was a Pontiac. I think we all know that. With a 4-speed, that was if not the original muscle car, it's certainly one of the original muscle cars. Pontiac GTO. All right, here's a very nicely restored 1956 Chevy, looks like, based on the taillights. And it's a Restomod. It's been modified, but still has that classic look to the dashboard. And it's got a 4-speed transmission. And this is, looks like it's been modified, but that isn't a huge difference. It says it's a 383 stroker, which certainly was not an original engine, but it's looks like it may have been a modified engine rather than a complete replacement, which is what's done frequently in cars of this type. Really, really nice paint. Really, oops, and we got another GTO here. This is a later model GTO, probably about a 68 or 69 would be my guess, based on the grille. And that has also been very nicely restored. I'm not exactly sure if that's an original factory paint, but it is very beautiful paint. And it's got the tachometer in the hood, which was a feature that they put on GTOs and I believe Firebirds. Now that interior looks like it's pretty much original. Might have had some work done to preserve it or restore it, but it looks pretty original. This is a convertible, of course. Really, really nice GTO. And we got a Dodge pickup truck. State of California Division of Forestry, it says. That's interesting. And there's the interior of that Dodge. Very utilitarian. This is when pickup trucks were literally work vehicles. And what a nice job they've done. I don't know that that has been restored. It looks like it has had some work done in the paint area. And that is clearly not the original engine. Got a nice big fat V8 in there. That was probably a 6-cylinder engine originally, but that's nicely done. And here we've got a Mini, one of the originals, and this is a right-hand drive. It says it's hip to be square, North American Classic Mini Clubman Registry. Very interesting, a Mini Clubman. Look at that. Looks like you could put it in your pocket and walk away with it. All right, now this is a Cadillac El Dorado convertible, and that's a big car. That is a big car.
Had it for about 4 or 5 years. It's silver.
Beautiful. Look at the inside of that car, that dashboard. Wow. I believe this is a 59. I'm not positive, but look at that. That is really, really well maintained. Cadillac El Dorado convertible, and it's hard to capture just how big this car is. And here's a black limousine, Cadillac limousine, El Dorado also, it says. Get an idea how luxurious that was back in its day.
Think of it like Porsche.
1970 Cadillac limousine. Look at that. That was quite the car in its day. Now this is interesting. This is interesting in that we've got 4 C8 Corvettes all parked side by side here. So C8 Corvettes are not particularly rare or most of them not very unique, but in this case, having these 4 of them right here, 2 blue, 1, I think that's called Hysteria Purple, and then black. And there's a Porsche, and then there's another C8 Corvette in rapid blue. So the C8 Corvettes are becoming more and more common, which is fine with me. There's a Z06 in rapid blue. Okay, this is kind of fun. This is a Studebaker pickup truck. I'm not sure what year. I'm going to guess it's probably in early 1950s. Cotati drag strip. Studebaker. They could have an all Studebaker car show that could be Starbucks and Studebakers. But I suppose there are not that many Studebakers left in existence. But that is really interesting. Studebaker pickup truck. Okay, here's a car very interesting to me. I've always thought Packards were beautiful cars, and this is a 1936 Packard, and it's in extremely good shape. And wow, that is a beautiful, beautiful car.
My life right now is really easy. I pretty much just want it. That's it. And I'm turning everything else down. It's just kidding.
1936.
I'm like,
He clearly keeps this car in extremely good shape. Look at that, 1936 Packard. The paint is spectacular. Got a Montana license plate. Got a luggage rack if you want to carry some. And this was the Packard Super 8. All right, that's it for August Cars and Coffee in Novato. It was extremely crowded here today, and it was difficult for me to get too many good videos of some of the cars. So this is a little shorter than normal, but there was a lot of cars here, but not as many that I really thought were super interesting. So, but it's a beautiful day, and so it's time to go for a drive in my little red Fiat that you see behind me here to go home. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and leave a comment, please.